Greetings, Pokemon fans, and welcome back to Polywar's Wrath. My name is JD, and today we're doing a prediction video for a playthrough of Pokemon Crystal using Girafarig. Girafarig is known as a long-necked Pokemon. Let's check out this Pokemon. Looking at the screen, the one in the middle is just kind of a very small, very short GIF. It's not doing a lot of movement, but that's what it looks like. It's pink nose, white on top of its head, yellow body, and then as it works back to the back, it has a brown body with a tail with a very menacing grin, and the one on the left is just another version of that. The one on the right is it's shiny. Its body becomes more orange rather than yellow, and its nose and spikes on its back turn blue. So it's slightly better. It's actually the antithesis and opposite, I should say, of what most other shinies are. It takes the colors and turns on pink. This takes the pinks and turns of another color. So I like it. And let's dive into this Pokemon. I think this is going to be one of the best playthroughs we've ever done with Pokemon Crystal. This Pokemon is a normal Psychic type. It's a first of its kind. There's never been a normal Psychic type before this Pokemon. Generation 2, there is an evolution in another generation. We're not going to deal with that. Like I said, long neck Pokemon. Its name is what's it called? Whatever it is, where you can say it forwards and backwards, a parallelogram, whatever it's called. It is, like I said, normal Psychic, and it's in the medium fast level up rate, which is very good for a playthrough. Let's dive into the stats of this Pokemon. First stat is HP, it's 70, attack is 80, 65 for defense, 90 for special attack, special defense is 65, and speed is 85, for a grand total of 455. This is a very well-balanced Pokemon. Is this the most powerful Pokemon we've seen? No. Stats are not the highest we've had. However, there's really not a glaring weakness. The worst weakness it has is it doesn't have the greatest defense, but 65 is a solid defense. Attack and special attack and speed are all three good, and our HP is respectable. So let's go ahead and look at what we're weak to and what we resist, etc., etc. We are weak to bug and dark moves. So that makes sense. We're Psychic type, so weak to bugs and dark. And then we are immune to Ghost, which is very unique with this Pokemon. That's the normal type, rearing its beautiful face. And then resisted to Psychic moves, so that's good. So let's move on to our moveset. Our moveset for this Pokemon, we have one of the best starting movesets I have ever seen. If this Pokemon had was fully evolved and there was a pre-evolution, some kind of baby form of this Pokemon or something, I maybe can understand that maybe this is a fully evolved version, so we get a better moveset. But this Pokemon starts out with Tackle, which is stab, which is not very powerful. I don't use tackle at all. 35 base power, 95% accurate. It's stab, so it's about 52 base power. We have Confusion, which is 50 base power, 100% accurate. With stab, this move is 75 base power. And we have Stomp. Stomp is also a stab move, 65 base power, 100% accurate. It is 98 base power when you add in its stab. So this starts the game with these amazingly powerful moves. And we don't really progress much and get much better moves. We do get Side Beam at level 41. We do get Crunch level 54. So those two are good. But when it comes to level up, we don't have really any more moves. And we get Agility. And it's already a fast Pokemon, so I don't see how useful that is. But as we scroll down and look at its TM moveset, then this thing can really get powerful. So Headbutt, don't know how great Headbutt's going to be when it comes to adding it to this moveset. But it is slightly more powerful than Stomp, so it will probably be useful. 70 base power, 100% accurate, 105 with stab. Curse, Toxic, not going to use Zap Cannon. I can think of one reason to use Zap Cannon, that's against Red. It could definitely be useful against Red. It could paralyze the Snorlax. It could definitely have a response for the Blastoise. So there's definitely a use for it, but not a long-term use, and not something I would use in every battle. Hidden Power. So Hidden Power, I think Hidden Power Ice might have to be the route here. Possibly Hidden Power Flying to deal with our weakness. But we have Psychic moves to deal with our weakness, so I don't know if that's a thing. Probably Hidden Power Ice then. Hidden Power Ice will probably be what it is. I really haven't decided that, but as I'm thinking about it, the things we're going to deal with, what we're weak to, fighting type moves, but we are Psychic, so we have a counter for that already. So I think Hidden Power Ice, just to make one gym and one Elite Four member obsolete, will be very helpful. Not going to use Sunny Day, not going to use Snore, Protect, Endure, Frustration, Iron Tail, not going to use Thunder, not going to use Earthquake, definitely a contender. Very powerful move, 100 base power, 100% accurate, and it's going to be very useful against a lot of things. Goes off our physical attacking stat, which isn't our best attacking stat, but it's a good one nonetheless. Return will definitely be a move we have by the end of the game. It's 102 with just normal base power, max out Friendship 102, but with stab this is 153. And when you add in the Pink Bow and you add in, the Whitney's Gym with normal things, it's very boosted. Psychic is a move we can get, and we'll get this in the post game. We won't get it for the Elite Four, but Psybeam will be pretty good for the Elite Four, so we don't have to worry about that. Shadow Ball will be something we can use. Mud Shot we can use as well. Double Team, Swagger, Sleep Talk. Not going to use Swift. Not going to use Dream Eater. Rest potentially. we could use in the last battle of the game. Attract, Thief, Nightmare, and Strength. All could be used, but we're probably not going to use any of those. And so that's our move set. And since we're here, might as well take a peek into what we can do for the optimized playthrough. So there's not great options for the optimized playthrough, to be honest with you. Amnesia only ups your special defense, not your attack. Beat up it's not a move I'm going to use, so I'm not going to explain it. Foresight, it basically you make an attack, and no, it doesn't actually identifies the Pokemon. Future Sight is an attack that happens later, and Takedown is more powerful, I will give it, than Stomp. However, it does recoil and it's not very accurate, so I don't think that's useful. And is there any event moves with this Pokemon? No, but we can list Thunderbolt via TM, so that might not be useful to use Shockwave then, because Thunderbolt's a much better and more reliable move. It's 100% accurate. So let's take a little gander into Generation 3, see if there's a move here in the Metal Coat, Magic Coat, sorry. I said the wrong thing. Nothing really there I think's good. Let's go into Generation 4. So this might not be a Pokemon I optimize other than just, ooh, Double Kick. That's not bad. Double Kick could be good. I don't think that's a bad option. So optimize, Double Kick. Seems like it might be a good option. So that might be what we throw in here and make this Pokemon even better in getting a move from another generation. Let's look one more generation ahead, see if there's anything else. I mean, Mirror Coat's not useful. Razor Wind's horrible. Secret Power, not really. Okay, Double Kick. Seems like the best option to do an optimized playthrough with. So let's go ahead and go back to the first slide, and let's go over this Pokemon. So I think without having an optimized playthrough, this is probably going to be one of our fastest playthroughs, even faster than some of our optimized playthroughs. This is going to be a very solid playthrough. We start out with such a good... I do not see where we hit a wall. As soon as... I mean, we're going to have to take time and beat Bellsprout Tower, but all the Pokemon there are pretty much Poison type, so Confusion is going to be super effective. And then when we face Faulkner's Gym, we're going to have Stomp, and we're going to go first a lot, so we're going to... It's going to be... I don't see where this Pokemon's going to have a problem. The only biggest problem I see this Pokemon may be having is dealing with the Steel Gym, but by then we'll have Hidden Power Ice, and we'll have a solution for the Steel Gym by then. So, yeah, I don't see where this Pokemon's going to struggle. And as I think through, so let's think through logically. Like, you get the first gym, which is Faulkner, not a problem there. Move on to the Bug Gym, got Confusion, not a problem there. I mean, we are Bug, but a lot of the Bug are Poison type, and we have Stomp to go first if we need to just counter that, so no problem there. Whitney's Gym, we're going to have a super effective Stomp, so it's going to be very powerful. I doubt we'll get outsped by the Miltank, so no problem there. Move on to Morty. We might have Psybeam by then. Probably not. Psybeam is a little bit later, but we'll still have Confusion. We'll still have a whole bunch of options. We can't use Dig, so that's not an option there, but Headbutt will be improvement over Stomp. So moving on to Chuck's Gym, we have Confusion. And we are normal type, so we technically could be weak to Chuck, but I think we'll have a way around Chuck. We might have Return by then, so we might have a real, boom or bust play with Return. And like I said, Steel Gym's the only one I think is going to be a problem. So I might have to do Steel Gym after I do the Ice Gym. Ice Gym, don't see it being a problem. We're going to have a very good physical attack, and we'll be able to get through his gym pretty easy. Steel Gym's biggest problem I'm seeing. However, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. I think we're going to have a good solution for a lot of the problems we're going to have in that gym. It just seems like it's the most tedious one. And then we move on to Claire. Claire's going to be pretty easy. Will, are we going to beat Will? Yeah, good physical moves beat Psychic Pokemon. We have Hidden Power Ice to beat the Zatus. And move on to, think about Koga. Koga, they're all Bug type. They're Poison type. So Confusion's going to work pretty well. Then we move on to the next, what's his name? Bruno. He's not going to be hard. Karen could be hard. Any kind of dark moves are going to do a lot of damage. By then, though, we might have something very good for Karen. We'll see. But I think we're going to do pretty well. And we're going to do pretty well. And I think our moveset evolves pretty well throughout the course of this playthrough. So let me know what you think. Do you think there's any strategies I could implement? Do you think there's anything I could do differently than what I've explained? I think we're going to have a very solid playthrough. And I'm real excited about the other playthrough, the optimized one, where we don't have to go to Bellsprout Tower. We're going to have double kicks, so we're going to have something for everything, really, out there. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This is JD. This is Polywar's Wrath. We are having a playthrough this week in Pokemon Blue on Wednesday, playing through with Farfetch'd. It was a pretty solid playthrough. Make sure you tune in for that, and make sure you tune in on Friday for the playthrough of this Pokemon Girafarig. Like I said, I have a hunch this Pokemon's going to be extremely good. And yeah, I think it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to do this one, and I can't wait to do the optimized playthrough next week. So let me know what you think. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.